Hello everyone. Today we are going to dive into the storyline concept in the easiest way possible. I will break it down using a simple analogy that will help you a lot. So let's get started. In the last video, we talked about what the storyline is and why it's important. Here is a quick recap. The storyline helps us to figure out the direction of the market, whether it's bullish or bearish, and where the direction begins and ends. Now, let's get into some rules to understand the storyline. The rules we get to understand the storyline, how the storyline starts. There is two methods. The first methods we need first, we start with a fresh level on a higher time frame. Second, the price touches this fresh level, rejects with a weak and closes. Third, then one time frame level must complete the breakout. Let's see it on this example. First, we said we start with a fresh level on a higher time frame. The price touches this fresh level, rejects with a weak and closes below. Then one time frame level must complete a breakout. Okay, a bearish breakout for a bearish storyline. If these rules are followed, the storyline has started. But if any rule is missing, then there is no bearish storyline. Okay, for the bullish storyline, we started with a fresh level on a higher time frame. Second, the price touches this fresh level, rejects with a weak, and it closes above this fresh level. Third, one time frame level must complete the breakout. If these rules are followed, then we can say we have a bullish storyline. If one rule is missing, then there is no bullish storyline. Okay? The second methods, similar to the first method, but with one difference. The breakout needs to happen on two time frame level and must complete the breakout. Look at first method. In the third point, we said the breakout must happen with one time frame level. Okay, but in the second method, the breakout must happen with two time frame level. Okay, that is the only difference between these two methods. Okay, let's see how it works. First, we start from a fresh level on a higher time frame. Second, the price touches this fresh level, rejects with a weak and closes below this fresh level. Third, two time frame level must complete the breakout. Okay, for the bullish storyline, first we started from this fresh level. Price touches this fresh level, rejects with a weak and closes above. Third, the two time frame level must complete the breakout. Okay, so after learning these important rules, which time frame should we apply them to? We have three main time frames. We have monthly, weekly, daily in the both methods. Okay, monthly storyline. We started with a fresh level on the monthly chart. Second, needs a rejection candle on the monthly chart also. Third, the breakout must happen on the weekly chart. Okay, weekly storyline follows the same rules of the monthly storyline. Start with a fresh level on the weekly. Needs a rejection candle on the daily chart. Third, the breakout must happen on the daily chart. Okay, for the daily storyline, again, it's the same rules. Start with a fresh level on the daily chart. Second, needs a rejection candle on the daily chart. Third, the breakout must happen on the 4-hour chart. Okay, This is in the first methods, okay? In the second methods, it's the same with the first one, but the difference just in the time frame that has the breakout, okay? The monthly storyline. The same rules apply, okay? If the breakout in the monthly was in the weekly chart in the first methods, in the second methods, the breakout must happen with the daily, okay? If the breakout in the weekly storyline was in the daily chart in the second method, needs to be in the 4-hour time frame, okay? If the breakout in the daily storyline was in the 4-hour time frame, in the second method, it's happened in 1-hour time frame, okay? So let's detail this. We have our fresh levels, we have a rejection, and we have the breakout in the first methods and in the second methods. The fresh levels needs to be on the higher time frame. For the fresh levels, we have the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. Okay, the rejection content needs to be also in the same higher time frame of the fresh levels. Okay, and the breakout needs to be on the lower time frame, one time frame breakout. Okay. The second method, the fresh level needs to be in the higher time frame, monthly, weekly, daily. Rejection content must be also on the same time frame that we use on the fresh levels. And the breakout needs to be on a lower time frame, 2 time frame level. Okay. Let's see how the monthly and the weekly and the daily storyline starts. Let's start with the monthly storyline. For the monthly storyline, we need a fresh monthly level. Second, we need another candle on the monthly time frame, just touches our fresh monthly level, rejects with a week and closes below it. Third, we need a breakout happens on the weekly chart. Okay, if these rules followed, then we can say the bearish monthly storyline started. The same with the bullish monthly storyline. Fresh level on the monthly, rejection on the monthly also, and the breakout must happen on the weekly. If these three rules are followed, we can say the bullish monthly storyline started. If there one rule doesn't happen, then there is no monthly storyline. Okay. So let's see the weekly storyline. The fresh level is on the weekly chart. The rejection content also on the weekly chart, but the breakout must happen with the daily chart on time frame lower breakout. This is for the bearish storyline. The bullish storyline, it's the same. Okay. The fresh level on the weekly, rejection content on the weekly, and the breakout on the daily time frame. Okay. And lastly, the daily storyline. The fresh level must be on the daily chart. The rejection content also on the chart, daily chart, and the breakout must happen with the 4-hour time frame in the 4-hour chart. Okay, this is for the bearish storyline. For the bullish storyline, it's the same. Daily level reject daily and then 4-hour breakout. Okay, if this rule is followed, the bullish daily storyline start. Okay, this is in the first methods, and this is for the second methods. For the second methods, the bearish monthly storyline, we need monthly fresh level. The rejection counter also in the monthly, but the breakout must happen 2 time frame level, which is the daily time frame. If these rules are followed, then the bearish monthly storyline started. Okay, the bullish monthly storyline. The level needs to be on the monthly time frame. The rejection content also on the monthly time frame. But the bullish breakout must be on the daily 2 time frame level. Okay, the same with the weekly and the daily. Also, the difference, always the difference between the first methods and the second methods, it's on the time frame that we has the breakout. Okay, and that's it. After yes, there is just one thing, the monthly storyline. What starts on the monthly fresh level ends on another fresh level. So if the bearish storyline on the weekly start here on this level, it must end on another fresh level. Weekly storyline would start on the fresh weekly level ends on another fresh weekly level. If the bearish weekly storyline started on this fresh level, it must end on another fresh weekly level. The same with the daily storyline. What starts on the fresh daily level ends on another fresh daily level. If the bearish storyline starts here, it will end in another fresh daily level, which is this fresh daily level. Okay. So let's explain the airplane analogy to get a full understanding of the storyline and how we can mix all the time frame to get the, the better understanding. Okay.